First, a descriptive paragraph is a type of paragraph that describes a person, place, object, or situation in a clear and vivid way. Its main purpose is to help the audience imagine the subject through detailed language and specific description. A descriptive paragraph has several key features. First, it focuses on one specific topic. Second, it uses sensory details such as what something looks, sounds, or feels like to create a strong picture in the reader's mind. Third, it includes adjective and imagery to make the description more vivid. And finally, it presents information in an organized way, usually moving from a general impression to more specific details.
A narrative paragraph presents event chronologically and has a definite flow of ideas. This type of paragraph is typically used as a medium in writing techniques that require a coherent and clear storyline. This type of paragraph structure is often used in fictional texts that use story as their main topic. The characteristics of a narrative paragraph are that there is an event, there is an actor, there is a clear time and setting of the event. The event told in this type of narrative paragraph are sequential or tend to have a clear flow. For example, forward flow. Narrative paragraph. The topic Terrelie and his works. The first time I saw Negeri di Ujung Tanduk, a novel by Terrelie, a renowned Indonesian author, I was immediately drawn in. The story of Thomas and his friends struggle to uphold the truth in a country teetering on the edge of democracy is captivating. A year after the Omnium incident, Thomas returns to his life as a political consultant. The story begins in a fighting club in Macau, where Thomas wins a duel against Lee, a wealthy businessman and his associate. Thomas then helps JD, his client, to become a presidential candidate. But JD is accused of massive corruption during his time as governor. In Negeri di Ujung Tanduk, life is deteriorating. It is not because there are more bad people, but because more and more people are choosing to be indifferent. In this country, the con artists become leaders. The traitors are referred. It is not because there are no more role models, but because they choose to close their eyes and opt for a life of personal happiness. But at last, in Negeri di Ujung Tanduk, a true fighter will choose the path of victoriousness. Even if all the blood in his body is drained, all the thirst evaporates, he will stand firm to the divine honor. This novel depicts a complex social and political situation where truth and justice must be fought for relentlessly. And at the end of the story, we are told to continue spreading concern to everyone and to always choose this great path full of glory.
Last but not least, problem and solution paragraph is a paragraph that presents a specific problem and then offers one or more solution to address that problem. The purpose is simple: to identify what is wrong and to show how it can be fixed. A strong problem and solution paragraph has several important characteristics. First, it clearly states the problem So the audience understands exactly what issue is being discussed. Second, it may explain the cause of the problem to give context. Third, it provides realistic and relevant solutions that directly respond to the problem. Fourth, the ideas are organized logically, moving from the problem to the explanation and then the solution. And finally, it often ends with a concluding sentence that shows the expected result or benefit of the solution.